Hey guys, and welcome to the 5th video in our wxPython series here on the Coder's Legacy channel. So in this video I'm going to introduce you to the StaticLine widget. Okay, it's a pretty simple widget and there isn't much to it, so let's not waste too much time and begin right away. The StaticLine widget, as the name implies, is just a line. Yes, it's just a line. Okay, it's just a line that you draw on screen. Okay, so without further ado, line is equal to StaticLine, wx.StaticLine. Okay, the first parameter is going to be soft.panel as the parent, and what's the second parameter? Well, there isn't a label obviously, so just size and pause, I guess. Yeah, so for size I'll do 1, sorry, no, not 1 over there, 1 on the y. Okay, and for the pause I'll do pause is equal to 20 by 20. Okay, and there you go. Here we have our line. Okay, there we go. Now let's make that a bit bigger because it looks a bit small. And there we go. Okay, that's about it. There's our line. Okay, and you know what? Let's try and make something practical out of this. Okay, let's try and make sense of this. Let's try to make a a window where this line actually looks like it fits. Okay, personal challenge. So I'm going to make some text with the static text widget that we did in the third tutorial. So size, not size, label, okay. And this can be welcome to Coder's Legacy, okay, something simple. And I'll position it somewhere near the center of the screen, okay. 150 and by 150, that's an approximate, okay. And I'm going to go ahead and make a new line, okay. Now bear with me here, it's kind of pointless, it's kind of lame, but I'm just trying to make sense out of all this. So, okay, no, we need a little adjustment on that, okay. So 320 on that, 320 on that, this needs to be a little higher, okay, definitely a bit higher, and alright. Let's just run this one more time and we're almost there. There's actually one thing I actually do want to show you guys. Something that's not just, us changing the size. Well, it is kind of, because what I want to show you is how to change the alignment. Alright, so basically what I want to do now is actually make them vertical, okay? I want to make vertical lines. I'm going to duplicate this, okay? Because if you haven't already guessed what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to make 4 lines that sort of border the entire window, okay. So I'm going to swap these around, actually not swap them around exactly, but okay, before that there's something I want to show you guys, something I want to explain. There's a style here, which is pretty much the only style that the static line actually has, is wx.li_vertical, okay. There's one for horizontal, but there's not much point in that because horizontal is the default one, kind of, okay. So I'm gonna copy this down here as well, okay. Okay, no. Where should it go? Here, right here, okay. So the thing is that this will not actually change the alignment, okay. It won't change the alignment on the static line, okay. I'll go ahead and run this and actually show this to you. What's up with that? Okay, hold on. There you go. Okay, and the reason you don't see them right now is because they're actually on the same positions. Okay, but the point is that they were not aligned vertically. Okay, from my experience, from what I've observed, the only change this actually does, this style, is that when you do line.isVertical, which is a method for the static line, this will return true. Okay. Because if you don't use this and then you try using isVertical, then it will show up as false, okay. So this is one benefit, I guess. Otherwise I don't see much point in doing it. But how you actually align them is by changing the size, okay. So you want to make this one vertical, right? So you make it 1 on the x and let's say 200 on the y, okay. And we'll do the same over here to this one, 200 on the y. And come to think of it, this one should go somewhere. Where should it go? 330? Let's just try that out, see what happens. Okay, somewhat there. Let's just make 1 or 2 small tweaks. let's put 20 on that and shorten these a bit to 180. Okay. And whoa, okay, that turned out better than I thought. Okay, so here we have our border, sort of. Okay, and this is just about the best thing I could think of, to make using static lines. Okay, in a simple application. There's some other stuff you could try out, of course, but this is something pretty simple. Okay, now if you had a long GUI, a very large GUI window, and you had several widgets on it, like maybe a dozen or so. So you could use this static line to actually separate them. Okay, that is a benefit of it, I guess, and that's where you can use it. Otherwise, there isn't much to it. It's pretty simple. Okay, there aren't many methods to it. Okay, there are only really two methods. What was it? I deleted that. Is vertical and is horizontal. You can use these two, and otherwise, there's only really two styles. Okay, I'll go ahead and write out the other one for you guys. Okay, it's li horizontal. Okay, there you go. That's it. We're done. Okay, now that's it for this video. Now in the next video we'll take a look at something more interesting. Okay, maybe the radio buttons and check items now. Okay, radio buttons and check buttons, and the radio box as well. We'll take a look at those 2 or 3 widgets in the next videos. Okay, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss anything, and I'll see you guys in a later video. Later.